there, my name is Dr. Marissa May, and in this video, we're going to look to write the solution using an interval notation for an absolute value inequality. First, let's focus in on that greater than symbol. I like to remind myself using a corny phrase that greater means that this is an or statement. Let me show you what I mean by that. When I take the absolute values off, I know that 3x plus 12 is greater than 42, or 3x plus 12 is less than negative 42. Catch the two changes there that I said it was less than. I changed the direction of the symbol and I changed the number on the right to a negative. And I used an or statement. I'll show you what I have. I graphed that differently. We need to solve the inequalities first, so I'll begin by subtracting 12. Notice that it works the same on both of the inequalities, so that I get 3x is greater than 30 or 3x is less than negative 54. Then you can divide by 3 so that x is greater than 10 or x is less than negative 18. Sorry, I had to do that math in my head. All right, so let's graph them then. I'm going to put 10 on my number line because I'm graphing this x is greater than 10. And I know it gets an open circle because there's no equal to underneath that greater than. And x is greater than 10, so I want to shade to the right. Okay. Then I'll put my negative 18 on the number line. And again, I use an open circle since there's no greater than, or sorry, there's no equal to under that inequality. And I shade to the left because x is less than negative 18. All right, now I need to write an interval notation for this shading. Notice I'm going to write a shading for the left, and I'm going to write notice I'm going to write an interval for the left, and I'm going to write an interval for the right. So for my first one, the left bound of this shading is negative infinity. It keeps going to the left. The right bound for the shading is 18. 18 is going to get a parentheses because I didn't have an equal to at 18. And I'm going to have a parentheses with infinity because infinities always get an equal to. Now let's write another interval for the shading on the right. It begins on the left with 10. And it ends on the right with positive infinity, meaning the shading keeps going. Infinities always get a parentheses, and 10 gets a parentheses because it did not have an equal to on its inequality. So now we just put a union symbol between them, and this is my interval. It's both of them together with a union in between. Friends, I hope this helps. Lots of details here, so make sure you take your time to pay attention to those.